Kyle, congratulations. Championship status secured for next season after a 1-1 draw with Inverness. Just your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, tough game. Obviously we knew what was at stake. Obviously we know we're near a point. Obviously we wanted 3. Probably a draw in the end was probably a fair result for both teams. I thought both teams had patches in the game. But as you say, we're in the league for another season, so we're happy with that.
Looking at the game, first of all, there didn't seem to be a lot in that first half, but as the first 45 went on, we seemed to grow in confidence, and your goal, I think, was probably deserving of us going in 1-0 ahead at the break.
Yeah, it was probably a slow start from both teams, just to try and get ourselves into the game. And then I thought maybe towards the last 15 minutes of the half, I kind of took control a wee bit, and also it was nice to get a goal to settle up. And obviously second half, they've probably pushed more, obviously going for that goal, and obviously Dennis pulled off a great save, and then they've got a goal, so probably, as I said, a draw is probably a fair result.
As you said, that's Dennis Mehmet, 4 penalty saves in a row now for us. That's just an incredible stat on his own. Just a word for Dennis.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think many keepers in the world can probably say they've saved 4 penalties in a row, so it's fantastic for Dennis. And as you say, he's been saving shots all season for a while. That's his job, so he's a great keeper, and as you say, we're glad to have him here.
Ultimately, as the second half went on, Inverness pushing for that winner in their own situation. So did it get to the stage where securing championship status was the most important part of the afternoon, and that's what we ended up doing by seeing the game out pretty comfortably in the end? Yeah,
obviously Inverness are they're fighting for their lives. You know, it's obviously between them and Queen's Park, and you can see that in their second half performance. I think they gave their club everything in that second half. Obviously they got a goal and they wanted to push for a winner. I thought we've seen the game out quite comfortably in the end to actually get a point. It would be nice to get a winner. Obviously it's for the last home game. Also we wanted 3 points for the fans, but it's obviously not turned out that way.
The manager publicly said a few months ago that this group of players would not be relegated. He was very defiant in his message, and since then yourself and your teammates have stood up tall and brought this club points and performances to make sure that statement came true. Just how proud are you of this group of players and making it a successful season, and our first season back to the Championship after winning League One last year?
Yeah, listen, we don't want to get away from it. Obviously, I think myself and the rest of the boys, like staff, and I think we wanted better. I know it's our first season in the Championship. I know a lot of things have went against this year in terms of like injuries and stuff, and as you say, we were pushing for the playoffs at the top end, and obviously that performance in Airdrie kind of killed that a bit. But since then, our main goal was to make sure we stay in this division. You know, give it a right good chance next year. Obviously, the manager will have his own thoughts who he wants to bring in. Obviously, his job's never easy; it's never stopped. So he'll be thinking for next year. So we're just glad that now we're a championship team for next year. Now we can build on things, play the game next week. Hopefully, end the season with 3 points, and then come back and then let's see what we can do next year.
And a word for the fans who turned out in great numbers again today for the final home week game of the season, over 5,000 again inside KDM Group East End Park.
Every week they've been brilliant. Since I've ever came to the club, they've been good with me personally, and they've been great for that team. We really appreciate it. Obviously we'd like to do probably a bit better than what's happened, but as I say, considering things that have happened this year in terms of injuries and stuff, I think just to cement our place for next year, we'll take it, but I think we should strive to be better next year. And as you say, another word again on the fans for being brilliant this year with us.